Happy 24-ounce Tuesday, B's and G's. Uh-oh, I'm pre-gaming. Tonight's 24-ounce Tuesday is brought to you by Montejo. Desde 1900. I don't know how to say 1900 in Spanish. I apologize. But this is a beer from Mexico. Extremely authentic. All of the label is in Spanish. Oh, little dog action. Finally got the kids down in bed. Just had some tacos, kind of a late dinner. It was a little hectic after work, but hey, got through it. I survived it. Figured I'd bring you guys a little taste of Mexico. Kind of like last week's. But last week's, I just couldn't get into that, guys. Josh, I'm sorry. It was okay, but just not my cup of cerveza, if you will. So let's get this cracked. I'm really not so sure, but I brought a backup plan. All right. There she is. Cheers. Salud. Cerveza clara. Actually, I could get behind that. It's actually pretty good. It is not your, it's not your Corona tasting Sol or Modelo. It's unique. Tastes like an adjunct lager, pretty much. But it's got a little bite. I think it's got a little bit more bittering hop. I'm actually tasting hops in it, which is kind of impressive. Cool. I might have to go back to that one. I've looked at it, got this over at the local establishment, the gas station, which is pretty much all we've got in this little town I live in. Population of my town is 1,000. So very, very small Midwest town. Very rural farming community. Oh man, great carbonation. And the tacos. That's a good aftertaste right there. So some of you might have seen the meat grinder that we were using to make the sausages a while back, and I actually went out and picked up a bunch of kind of bulk cuts of beef to make. I wanted to make some gourmet kind of burger blend. So I made some burger blend, and I also just did up some ground chuck, basically, just to have, because after watching a video on how they make ground beef, that's like the prepackaged stuff that you get at the supermarket, I was just completely turned off. So I figured that another option is to make your own ground beef. So I got just some cut of chuck roast and I did some short ribs, and I got a brisket, and what else did I get? That was the bulk, of the meat. I did kind of a 85-15, maybe closer to 90-10 blend of fatty cuts to, more red meat, beefier cuts, and I did a bunch of just ground chuck to have on hand. And then I also made my burger blend, and my burger blend actually had bacon in it. So we did, I don't know, it's like a total of 9 pounds or 10 pounds, maybe a little bit more. Made some burgers that night when we did it, and then I also froze a bunch of stuff so we had it on hand. So the tacos tonight were from the ground chuck, and I'll tell you what, the meat is amazing compared to that crap you buy in the packages. So, cheers to that. If anyone has a meat grinder, I strongly suggest it. The price actually comes out to be a little bit cheaper because you're buying more of a bulk cut of meat. So, sorry, vegetarians. Like our meat here. Midwest thing, I guess. I thought that was a date on the bottom. But if it is, it's encrypted. So, what else is going on? It's Tuesday night, down in the sanctuary. Got some laundry going over here. And we're going to watch a movie, Rock the Casbah. So, we'll see how that is. It's got a bunch of people, a bunch of actors in it. Pretty awesome. Can't go wrong there. It's got, I can't even list them all. I'm drawing a blank. So, it's kind of how my day's been. Yeah. Blanks. Blanks after blanks. So, that's about all. I don't know. Beer stuff is happening. Double Drop Kick Nate. Still in primary. Gonna let that go for a few more days. Get it into secondary on some massive dry hops. Yeah. ESB went to keg. So the ESB, the Super ESB, is in a keg. And second supercharger is cold crashing. It's been cold crashing for a few days. So that'll go in a keg real soon as well. Don't know if we'll make it over to the brewery this week to do that. If not, it'll be this weekend, and we'll get that done. Shout out to Victor Brews. Got a box coming, dude. Shout out to Mash Paddle again. Shout out to Wally Feck. Shout out to SJ Poor. Man, I actually really like this beer. It's pretty rad. I'd be drinking a Yingling if I could get them here. That ain't happening. That ain't happening yet. I don't even know how far east or west they're coming now. Ohio, maybe? But anyway, shout out to Elder P. Shout out to Lou Brew. Shout out to Everty. Thanks for the beer mail, man. Solid. Got one right back up at you, I think. Shout out to the sex whore. Shout out to Alex, Rock on Beer Blog. Oh, what's in this thing? Oh yeah. Shout out to Northern Accent. Shout out to Alan Gross. Aaron Gross. How about them apples? It's one of those days. And shout out to Super Brewers. Shout out Dan DeSluts. Shout out to Ian Carroll. Shout out video, huh? Oh, yeah. Shout out to Aunt Rogerson. All right. I'm getting full. See you guys soon. Peace.